Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we're going to be talking about Shanks from One Piece and what are the connections that I think he has with Blackbeard. So we have been revealed, we had many info lately about Shanks, about with the movie, Red movie, with the Figureland family, if he is a Terrorito, if he's not a Terrorito, and I wanna focus today more in the connection with Blackbeard, and what I wanna explain is that I don't think he is actually gonna be meeting Luffy. Like, Luffy is not gonna see him again, and he's not gonna be able to return the hat. So why do I think this? I think if Oda wants to set up a character that in this case is Blackbeard for the bad guy and for darkness, as he represents darkness and everything, I think every single time that we've seen Shanks we had Blackbeard around. I'm not talking about something that Shanks is doing. I'm talking simply like maybe in the covers for the volumes and everything we have Shanks showing in this side, Blackbeard on the other side. Shanks is on the top, Blackbeard is on the bottom, and Oda is creating these counterparts. It's telling me with this kind of drawings, he's telling me Shanks and Blackbeard are connected the whole time, the whole story, and this kind of final, no final goal, but kind of the final result of whatever is going to happen with Shanks is going to be tightly connected to Blackbeard. So Blackbeard is a man of opportunities, and he's not taking lightly anything that he's doing. Everything is meticulously calculated, as we see with Whitebeard, etc. And with the impel down attack and all the steps that he's doing slowly. So what I want to say is, with this is, I think now after Egghead we are gonna have this moment on when Blackbeard is gonna have to face Shanks in Marineford when Shanks arrived. This is, by the way, that scene. I'm taking the idea from that scene. He says, Blackbeard says that it's too early to fight Shanks. That means in his plan ahead, he is gonna fight Shanks, or he is gonna set a trap to Shanks. So Blackbeard is set for success, as Luffy is set for success as well. So whatever he's gonna be doing, I don't think it's gonna be a bad end result for him. So if he told us that he will fight Shanks in that moment, this is gonna happen. So just to kind of lay the concept of the idea here is, in my opinion, after Egghead or around Elbaf Saga, parallel to whatever is happening in the story, we're gonna see images, some snippets of the manga showing us a sea encounter of Shanks and Blackbeard, and in this encounter Shanks and the full crew is gonna be defeated, destroyed, or even killed. I strongly believe that for this to happen, Buggy needs to be present So probably the Cross Guild is going to be involved in this as well, and we will see this happening because since the very beginning as well, Buggy is being part of this, let's say, monster trio. Since the very beginning, Shanks and Buggy were like brothers in Roger's crew, and then all the things that happened regarding when they were fighting in the Oden flashback and everything, Buggy was talking with Shanks. Oh, actually, that guy hasn't been sleeping, they say, because he's from here and from there, he doesn't sleep. There's something going on with him. So it's kind of connected. The lore of these characters is connected. So I think if we take that for granted, we will see a moment of Blackbeard having destroyed this crew and having a quick chat or a quick comment to Buggy saying, Buggy the Clown, go and tell Mugiwara no Luffy, Straw Hat Luffy, that his mentor, his master, or however he wants to call it, or his friend, has been destroyed. He can come and find me to this point. And I think after that we have Davy Back Fight, as I explained in the video about Davy Back Fight. Please go and check it out because everything is connecting there. I think this Ragnarok that may happen in Elbaf is connected to Blackbeard and is connected to Davy Back Fight, massive Davy Back Fight happening in that island between Blackbeard, Cross Guild and the Straw Hats. Let's do the army in this side. I know a lot of people is kind of reluctant to the idea of Shanks having to die because we already lost Ace and we had a lot of death, let's say, with Whitebeard and everything, and now with the Vegapunks, and this is a shonen, and normally only the important deaths are happening. If not, it's more kind of, yeah, it's something that you don't normally see in shonens. Let's do the sword. This is looking a little bit weird. Let's see. We do the arm like this. Okay. And it will fall down like this. The sword going out of the scene, probably. Yeah, because he's bigger than Shanks actually. So I don't want to focus today. Maybe another day when we have more info I can talk about the connections with Garling, the connections with the Figureland family, if that's a brother. I want to talk basically about the connections with Blackbeard, and the legs, I think they need to be a little bit longer. We will try to like this. As you see, I always take a little bit of license to the character. It's not a replica or thingy of the original. So why do I say this about Blackbeard? As we know that Blackbeard is connected to Shanks like this all the time, and we see these characters. I totally think that the pirate that he went to talk with the Gorosei and everything, it was Blackbeard, and we always see this contrapart with these two guys, and it will be really a feat, because if you think about it, Luffy can't blame, I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, Luffy can't blame Blackbeard for Ace's death, because as Luffy said many times, he has he has his own story and his own life. So he decided to go looking for Blackbeard. He lost the battle as a pirate, and he was imprisoned as a pirate. And then Marineford happened, and then in Marineford is when actually Luffy went to help, because kind of that was, oh, okay, this is my limit, this is the I need to go and help. But the fact that he lost, Luffy can't actually, because the personality that he has, he can't take as an offense, like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you because you captured my brother. I think we will see a fight, yes, but because he killed, in this case, he actually killed Shanks, and it will be, as I said before, it will be fit as well that we have in this moment Buggy involved. He knows about Blackbeard knows about the break in Impel Down. He was there as well. He infiltrated with his Shichibukai title, and we see. Well, let's change already for. Let's do this, and we see him facing them. He knows that Crocodile is with Luffy at that moment, Jinbei, Ivankov, Buggy. So he knows about the connections of everyone. He has a lot of information. So I think he needs to be involved in this. The hat. Everyone is waiting for the hat to be returned. Everyone is waiting for kind of these moments that, to be honest, and sadly, I'm sorry to say, but I don't think that's gonna happen, because I think Shanks is too an important character to kind of have a happy ending, I will say, to have a happy ending. Just 1 second, focus here in doing the face 1 second, and then I continue with Terry. The eyes. So for a full character and the eyes. A little bit like an ace in this kind of reference I take for this moment. We do the scar there. There's a funny moment as well in at the beginning of the story that Oda forgets to draw the scar in the skull, and he had to write Oda had to write one of these comments in the SBS saying, hey, by the way, I forgot to draw this, please everyone take the pen and draw. That was really fun when it happened at the beginning of the story. So yeah, okay, kind of a couple of loose hairs like this, and then it will take a little bit more of shape when we actually it's upset, because lately he's always upset. At the beginning he was always happy and laughing and everything, but now lately they were showing him all the time upset because he's seeing all these government problems and all these things that are happening. So yeah, let's do the neck as well. It's has a very, very long neck. So yeah, as I was saying before, Shanks, for the sake of the story, for the sake of Luffy's development and next power up, and being able to focus in what's important of the story, that it's the One Piece and now he became a rival. So what is Blackbeard gonna do? Blackbeard is gonna defeat some of his rivals as well. He wants to go for the One Piece as well. He wants to be the king of the pirate. He wants to be the king of the world as well, like Rocks wanted and everything. So it's logical that a face-to-face happens between those two characters, and we don't actually want to hype more Shanks. Why? We don't wanna hype him more because his era is over already. All the Yonkos from his kind of generation have been defeated. So it makes sense that the last Yonko from this let's say previous generation, because now we have Blackbeard, we have Buggy, and we have Luffy. All of them obviously will be involved in this incident with Shanks. But it is time for a newer generation, as he always says, to take over. This means he needs to be defeated, he needs to be killed, and he needs to be taken out. That it would be nice to see him talking with Luffy. Yes, it can be nice. That it would be nice to see Yasop meeting with his kid. It could be. I'm not saying here like maybe the whole crew is gonna be gone. Maybe what happens is that, yeah, in a pirate fight, or something like this, Shanks is killed. The last remains of Roger's crew or Roger's ambition that lives with Shanks is gone because of Blackbeard. It will feed the story. It will actually feed Luffy's hunger for fighting Blackbeard, and it will power up this way Blackbeard. We actually haven't seen Blackbeard fighting, apart from a couple of weeks ago that we had this episode in Winter Island, that he encountered there Law, and Law was destroyed, and yeah, he fought a little bit there, etc. Apart from that moment, we actually haven't seen Blackbeard fighting. So let's do this as well. The hand, this is falling like this for the sword. The hand as well. Let's focus here 1 second. Apart from that moment, we haven't seen Blackbeard fighting at all. So what I want to see is a display of Gura Gura and the darkness power and everything. And please check out my video about Blackbeard, because I talk a little bit about the actual power that he may have and the repercussions for the story, connecting him to Kraken and Davy Jones, and as well the Davy Bug fight. 1 second here, let's do this bit. Okay. And yeah, this we will paint in a second. So in this video, I'm not gonna go much through it, because I go in depth in the other one. You can go and check it out with time. But basically, in that video, I'm talking about him having the Kraken, the god of the sea, like Luffy is the god of the sun god. So him being the sea god, the Kraken, representing the Kraken, like Davy Jones in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, because he's the enemy of the sailor, and the enemy of the pirate by excellence is the Kraken. So by doing this, it will feed a show of display, the display of power from Blackbeard, how he is able to eradicate Shanks, that it's one of the strongest characters in One Piece, if not the strongest at the moment. And it will be interesting to see the contrast between upstart that is kind of starting to get noticed, since these 2 years ago, since Impel Down, since the Shichibukai thing, and how he's able to defeat, like Luffy has defeated already Kaido fighting in a fight. Instead of seeing Blackbeard all the time doing these tricks and hiding and showing up on the back, that's the way of the pirate, to be honest, and that's Oda's favorite way of showing things to us sometimes. But it will make sense if we have a little bit of tease of what is Blackbeard's capabilities, what can he do, for us to see, okay, my god, it's gonna be a nice fight whenever it is that that Luffy reaches this point in the story, and we see them fighting. So let's do the shoes. I think this one is nice like this. Yeah, let's do this a little bit lower so we can see. Yeah, and now this part as well here. This one is in this position, so we have a little bit of like he's standing, looking towards us. Let's do the nails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And it will be very beautiful and very kind of sentimental to see a meeting between Luffy and Shanks, and the happiness and giving the hat. But I think Oda lately is going more into a darker story, and I think Blackbeard being darkness as well, it will fit the purpose. Let's do this kind of flowers. It will fit the purpose of the story, that it gets darker, and then we have a couple more of deaths, like in this case Shanks, and yeah, I think we want to see Blackbeard actually doing something that is done by himself, not like the trick like he pulled in Marineford. And yeah, let's do this flowers here 1 second. So just to recap quick, between Elbaf and Egghead, probably we have this Blackbeard and Shanks encounter. Shanks full of confidence that he is so strong that he's able to decimate Blackbeard, but no. What actually happens is that he is completely destroyed, the ship is destroyed, the crew is decimated by Blackbeard. Even Blackbeard alone, not even pulling the crew members. And for this to happen, Buggy, the Cross Guild, needs to be around. They are gonna have to be able to see this. And I see like one of those heads like saying, and just like this, the strongest man in the world was defeated. And then Blackbeard, really excited, really happy, shouting at Buggy, calling him Boss Blue Nose or whatever names they will call each other in the flashbacks. That he's been waiting for this, go and talk with Straw Hat, that his master and his mentor is defeated, because he knows these things, he knows about the hat, he knows about all these things, so I'll go and tell him, and he knows where to find me, and probably is when we have the back fight after that. Maybe some of the Shanks crew, I don't think Beckman, maybe Jasop. If it would be nice to see, that would be really nice to see maybe Jasop at some point being able to meet with his son, just only for the sake of, oh, my father is this brave warrior of the sea, and just for the concept, or maybe him being the only one that survived this Blackbeard attack. This the shirt, kind of, okay. We got this as well, and now we're gonna be painting this. Okay. Slowly, maybe in another video I talk more in depth about this, but slowly they are connecting Shanks and putting him a little bit more importance in the story, like in the sense of presence. Like he's like, we've been waiting years and years for him to show up and do something, and now with the film and Figureland Garling and everything, if he's the father, if he is the brother, if he is the twin, and all these things. I can't speculate much about it because we don't actually have enough information. The thing that we know for sure is that Shanks was there in God Valley as a baby, as a kid, and he was inside the chest and was taken by Roger, and he actually raised him as his son. I think Buggy, because these parallels with Shanks, I think probably Buggy was found as well in God Valley or something like this. Was inside the chest as well. And let's do here a little bit. But I think we need a little bit more of God Valley flashback to see and to understand the scope of kind of this this saga. Let's say this saga. Let's swap to probably 0.4. Start doing this cape. Feel free to write some comments down below and tell me what you think about this kind of concept, this kind of theory about Shanks having to die soon and not being able to meet with Luffy and not being able to Luffy to return the hat, and creating this kind of hatred, extra hatred from Luffy towards Blackbeard. And I think this is all about the build-up and the lore. In One Piece we have info dropped in episode 1, and then the reveal is in episode 1000, and I love it because it tells you how rich is the world, and it will be really interesting that one of the characters from the beginning of the story, that is Shanks, it needs to be involved at the end of the story, obviously. Just before the end, is killed. Is killed by this other force of nature that is gonna be our final boss to defeat. She's looking very nice. At the moment, as you see, I do my little bit more cartoony style, always kind of trying to take the essence of the character, but keeping a little bit more my style, as you can see in my other videos, in my other theories that I have. And you can see, especially in Vista, I have this kind of more loose body and more cartoony body for him as well, and Akainu as well, really nice, the Akainu and the dragon. So feel free to sail through my profile, through my videos, and see all the things that we have around there. It's really nice, really interesting, and yeah, all of the theories normally connect with each other, and kind of to connect to the bigger picture. And let's see if we can find the One Piece together and find any solutions to these unknown mysteries of One Piece. I think this connection with Blackbeard as well, it is hinted years ago when Shanks goes to Shirohige, to Whitebeard, to talk about Blackbeard. Is telling him, call Ace, don't send Ace to hunt this guy because I know things about him. Basically, Shanks there in that moment, he points that that's a very one of the moments, the most famous moments of Shanks is this scene when he's pointing at the scar and it's saying this scar here, that he he did to me, he didn't do it because I was weak in that moment, so, or because I took me by surprise. So he did something. Blackbeard did something. He has a secret ability that I think is connected to this Kraken Sea of the God fruit ability that Shanks is aware, but he is powerless against it. He can't do anything. That's why he needed Nika to contrast this darkness and this power of evil, because he's the sun god and the happiness and the imagination. So if you see, that's another thing that is connecting him to Blackbeard. When they are kids, they connect with the comments, looking at him, being interested in what is this guy doing. And then we have the scar as well. We have these comments, we have these volumes, the drawings for the volumes, the color spreads, the covers are always in one side or in another side. Kind of, that's always telling you, is telling me these two are rivals, these two are gonna need an encounter, and for the sake of the story, Shanks needs to lose because we want to power up Blackbeard, we want to power up this kind of rivalry against between Luffy and Blackbeard as well. So he needs to start doing bad things, and what else he can do after the Ace scenario that we will be really sad about it? Killing Shanks, because Shanks is one of the most loved characters in One Piece. So it will make sense. It will make sense. Let's do this cape. There's a lot of cape. I think I'm gonna change 1 second after doing this little piece here because it's smaller. Oh, we changed to a thicker pen so we can fill this cape a little bit quicker. Okay, let's give it a try with this one. 0.8, really nice pens, these ones, Unipin, Uniball. I've been using these ones for the videos, for all of the videos, and they go really nice with the drawings, and they spread really nice as well. So I have different sizes here. Normally take 0.2, but when I need to fill something bigger like capes in this case, or trousers, things like that, try to use 0.4, 0.8. Okay, let's do this. All of this, I'm saying that all of this with Blackbeard, it needs to happen soon, and it needs to happen now, between Elbaf, during Elbaf, after Egghead, because we are nearly the end of the story. And on top of that, Shanks has been portrayed as a character related to Elbaf, with his ship being similar, like a Drakkar, like a Viking Drakkar, with the dragon head on the head of the ship and everything. So that's why I think that maybe they show how great is Elbaf and how powerful they are in Elbaf, and Elbaf has Shanks as their protector, and how this massive country of warriors that it's Elbaf, having this powerful ally and protector, how this guy that it's stronger than all of them is being defeated. I think whatever happens in Elbaf story with Luffy and the crew, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be Usopp related, as I talk in my Usopp video. Please check it out, it's really interesting. And then Blackbeard taking Shanks down is kind of gonna darken, put a shadow on top of whatever Luffy and Usopp are gonna do in Elbaf. And it's gonna be saying, did you enjoy Elbaf? Yes, you like it very much. How strong they get, how strong they are. But what about this? What about this strongest guy in Elbaf that it's Shanks, the protector of Elbaf? I'm killing it with Blackbeard like this, like that. That can be, I think, very poetic for the sake of the character. Let's start to add some colors to the skin a little bit. We will paint this. Like this. I always like to do the intention like this. And for the arm as well. Need to be careful there. Okay. So now that we are here as well, a couple of things about Shanks. So I made him a little bit too much dark there on the face. Let's just put this down a little bit. Even if he is a sailor, that he should be more tanned than this portrait, because in theory Shanks is sailing around the world for many decades. He's the strongest, he lives in this tropical island as well and everything, so Oda should have done him a little bit more tanned, like pirate skin, but yeah, anyway. Let's do... I'm gonna try to find there's I think a little bit more thick red here. Some examples here. Let's do this one. Yeah, this one will do. This one I like it like this. Let's do the scar as well a little bit. I can't wait, to be honest, I can't wait to see Shanks storytelling and what is he actually gonna be doing and who is he looking for there and all of these things. It is very interesting. We're gonna do these lines. He has kind of lines on the trousers like this. It's really interesting for me that a character is so hyped, and now having these scenes in after Wano, that he's able to from a distance to hold admiral level guy. So it's so strong. They are kind of hyping him so strong and showing him so strong that he has no rival. He's telling Bangman, we're gonna go for the One Piece now. And that means that he has the info, or he had the info for a very long time, or he knows who has the last pony leaf that Luffy and the others are missing. So all these things are telling me, pay attention to this guy, because this guy's era is over, is past already. So why I'm gonna be telling you this info? I'm gonna be telling you this info because I need to hype someone else. I need to make a character that is gonna be destroying this one quick and unexpectedly, and that's Blackbeard. So it is interesting. I'm curious about to see how Oda is gonna do this, because the power of the character. He made Shanks so strong that a massive display of power needs to happen from Blackbeard's side to be able to pull this. And I can't wait to see how is he gonna do that. Well, we know that the sword has a ball here at the back, but it's actually going behind, and then the ball is there. So we're gonna leave this one like this. And let's find a black color, because you guys, you always know that I like to do this. I like to do this kind of tone, like a little bit of shadow, like a little bit of shade there. And it's gonna help with the clothing here. Even though I'm gonna add a little bit of purple to the trouser, because it's a kind of a pale brown purple. Let me do this one first, like this. yeah, as I said before, tell me what you think in the comments, and feel free to share this with your friends to see what they think. And yeah, let's open a little bit of conversation about Shanks, because it's one of the biggest characters in One Piece, one of the most important characters in One Piece, and we want to know what's gonna happen. I'm sure, 100% sure, that a lot of people feels like me, like we can't wait to see what's gonna happen with him. So let's do, yeah, I think this is more, I think I can just do this a little bit here, just for the sake of not having the skin so dark. Yeah, okay. Okay, and then we have these little flowers that they are more, a little bit more pale. We can do with this green maybe, like this, and we will add a little bit of yellow as well to this. It's kind of spikes. I like the connection with Mihawk. I think as well Mihawk it's really tied to this guy, this character Shanks. So if this theory I have about the defeat of Shanks, that this being completely defeated, completely destroyed, and if I say that Buggy needs to be there to see it, I think another person who needs to be there 100%, it's Mihawk. And how do we know this, and why do we know this? Because they were rivals, because it's kind of, they were always equals fighting. And imagine the face of Mihawk seeing someone so powerful as Shanks falling in front of him, and him not being able to do anything because maybe they are at certain distance, or maybe they are, I don't know, restrained by someone else's power somehow. And yeah, and then you have these two characters so important for Shanks, Buggy and Mihawk, seeing, they are together in the Cross Guild, they are seeing how this guy, that is like a brother for them, brother in arms, let's say it, is decimated. And it will give a lot of game, a lot of interesting game to the story if Oda goes in this line and decides to do this, because it's gonna affect Luffy. Luffy's outcome for the final story is gonna affect Buggy's outcome, Mihawk as well. It's gonna affect Zoro as well, because all the hype and all the talks with Luffy since the very beginning, that Zoro is, who is this guy? I wanna meet this guy too. Who is this guy? So very interesting. Then you have other people as well across the world, very important people like Rayleigh, that they have connections to Shanks as well, that somehow they can be, I don't think involved anymore, not involved, but affected by the news of Shanks the Yonko being destroyed. That will be big news for more guns. I think Elbaf is the fighting lore saga, and they will drop a lot of info about the world and about info about fights, I think. Let's paint this a little bit out like this, the shoes, the legs and the shoes a little bit. This will do like this. Okay. It's looking really nice. And I think we're almost there. Just gonna add a little bit more of probably green, because he's tropical somewhere here. And add a little bit of brown as well. Okay. So this was basically explanation about Shanks, outcome for the story, what's gonna happen with him. He's gonna die, not gonna be able to have the hat back. Maybe the hat ends up with his son or daughter, and Makino, we don't know. We don't know if it is a kid or a girl, a boy or a girl, but I think the hat, at some point, Luffy needs to go back there, and then the hat is gonna end up with this kid, that everyone is supposing that it's Makino's and Shanks' son. And this is kind of gonna fuel the end of the story and the reason for Luffy to fight more and more, and to create this need of fighting more and more Blackbeard after the killing of Shanks. And yeah, I think it's gonna be very interesting, and I can't wait to see that. Let's do a little bit of darkness there. Yeah, some more red color there. What's this? Yeah. Okay. I think we got it. Feel free to share this with your friends that like One Piece, or anywhere that you want. I do these videos for this, so we can make discussion and talk about ideas and concepts that we think about the story. I'm enjoying a lot so far the videos. Please check out my full channel. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave, okay? Please check out my other videos and subscribe if you like what I do, and yeah, share your videos as well with your friends, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.